Hi, and welcome back to my 8 favourite horror film sequels video. Next up is Aliens, released in 1986. I thought this was an excellent continuation of the original. Instead of repeating the same formula, it expanded the universe by sending Ripley back with a squad of colonial marines. The action was dialed up considerably, and the futuristic weapons like the pulse rifles and smart guns made the battles really exciting. It was also great seeing new alien types introduced, especially the Queen, which became one of the franchise's most iconic creatures. The Marines all had distinct personalities too. Characters like Hudson and Vasquez helped make the team memorable.
Motherfucker! Come on! Come on! Let me get it, baby! Come on! Get off me! Come on! Come on! Come on, you bastard! Come on, you too! Oh, you want some of this? Fuck you! Fuck you!
While Burke added another layer of danger as someone willing to put everyone at risk for personal gain. I also liked Bishop. It was a nice change having an android that was actually there to help instead of becoming another villain. For me, this is one of the greatest sequels ever made. Next is Army of Darkness, the third film in the Evil Dead franchise. I really enjoyed the mix of horror, fantasy and comedy in this one. Seeing Ash transported back in time to battle an army of skeletons was a fun direction for the series, and Bruce Campbell completely owns the role. I especially liked watching Ash turn his car into a weapon and mow through the skeleton army. It's over the top, but that's exactly why it's so entertaining.
Say hello to the 21st century. Yeah! Come on! I got plenty for everybody!
The film is also packed with memorable one-liners, which have become a big part of why it's such a cult classic. For example, in one scene, Ash says to Henry the Red, "Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. Well, I've got news for you, pal. You ain't leading but two things right now, Jack and shit," and Jack left town.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. I got news for you, pal. You ain't leading but two things right now, Jack and shit. And Jack left town.
Out of the original Evil Dead trilogy, this is probably the one I've revisited the most. Another sequel I really enjoy is Halloween H2O, 20 years later. What I liked most was that it felt like they were trying to bring the story full circle. Jamie Lee Curtis returns as Laurie Strode, who has spent years living in fear of Michael Myers. Instead of running anymore, she finally decides to face him once and for all. The final confrontation is easily the highlight of the film, where, spoilers, Michael gets his head chopped off, and at the time it felt like a fitting conclusion to the franchise. I also didn't mind the private school setting. It gave the film a different feel while still keeping the suspense. My final pick is Jeepers Creepers 2. I think the sequel successfully expands on what made the original work by increasing the action while still keeping the suspense. Setting most of the film aboard a stranded school bus was a great idea. The students are trapped, knowing the creeper is waiting outside, which creates plenty of tension. I also liked that you never quite knew who the creeper was going after next, making everyone feel vulnerable.
What the hell does it want? The fuck? Is it looking at me?
Another character I really enjoyed was the farmer seeking revenge after losing his son. Building the harpoon launcher and taking the fight to the creeper was a satisfying change from everyone simply trying to survive. There are some memorable kills throughout the film, but what I remember most is the constant feeling of being hunted. I was also pleased to see Derry return in ghost form to warn the students. Unfortunately, I think Jeepers Creepers 3 was a major disappointment, and I wasn't a fan of the recent reboot either. So those are my 8 favourite horror film sequels. These are just my personal favourites, and I'd love to hear some of yours. Thanks very much for watching, and have a great day.